Hello my friends, how are you today? It has been a really nice weekend here. The sun's been out, got sun both days. Took it easy, just getting a little ready, getting some things done for my trip to the States. And I got a video for you today. This is not what I had planned. This is just something I read a little while ago and it inspired to do this video. I'm going to talk about some different things throughout this month, for the rest of this month, other than just food, because I think sometimes we focus solely on food and think like food itself is gonna give us the answer. It's gonna solve all the problems, and I just don't like that mentality. And I see too many people caught up in that mentality, and I don't see it as very healthy, and I don't see it as balanced. And as I say all the time, you probably get tired of me repeating a lot of my stuff over and over again. When I see certain people's demeanor, their anger, certain things, I'm like, what they eat doesn't mean anything to me. If they don't have happiness, if they don't have peace in their life, if they aren't tranquil people, you know, there's just, that's all there is to it. There's more to it than the food. And this message today is something that hit me pretty hard because I just started. I've tried to explain this very thing before, and I just started really feeling this. This came very big for me when I got locked up about 2.5 years ago down in Panama. And this, I'd only been raw vegan for about a year at that time, and my consciousness had started to change, and not just the food. So a lot of things were changing for me then, and when I got locked up, I remember telling some of these people that I was locked up with, and I made some good friends in there, but I remember telling them, like, you know, we got talking about happiness, and I got talking about, and that's where this mindset really came from, is during that period when I decided that I control so much more in my universe than I had ever known before, that I used to think I'm just like this pinball bouncing around, and, you know, that it comes from me. This is a great story. I got this off of, it was something Mimi Kurt shared today. I don't know if it's if she wrote it or who she got it from, but it was a really great little piece. The 92-year-old, petite, well-poised, and proud lady who is fully dressed each morning by 8 o'clock with her hair fashionably coiffed and makeup perfectly applied, even though she is legally blind, moved to a nursing home today. Her husband of 70 years recently passed away, making the move necessary. After many hours of waiting patiently in the lobby of the nursing home, she smiled sweetly when told her room was ready. As she maneuvered her walker to the elevator, the woman provided her with a visual description of her tiny room, including the eyelet sheets that had been hung on her window. "I love it," she stated with the enthusiasm of an 8-year-old having just been presented with a new puppy. "Mrs. Jones, you haven't seen the room. Just wait." "That doesn't have anything to do with it," Mrs. Jones replied. "Happiness is something you decide on ahead of time. Whether I like my room or not doesn't depend on how the furniture is arranged. It's how I arrange my mind. I already decided to love it. It's a decision I make every morning when I wake up. I have a choice. I can spend the day in bed recounting the difficulty I have with the parts of my body that no longer work, or get out of bed and be thankful for the ones that do. Each day is a gift, and as long as my eyes open, I'll focus on the new day and all the happy memories I've stored away just for this time in my life." She went on to explain, "Old age is like a bank account. You withdraw from what you've put in. So my advice to you would be to deposit a lot of happiness in the bank account of memories." So no punctuation here. "So my advice to you would be to deposit a lot of happiness in the bank of memories. Thank you for your part in filling my memory bank. I am still depositing." And with a smile she said, "Remember the 5 simple rules to be happy. Number 1, free your heart from hatred. Number 2, free your mind from worries. Number 3, live simply. Number 4, give more. Number 5, expect less." That sums it all up right there. And that's, and I told somebody, I posted that a little while ago somewhere, I reposted it, and I told somebody that I've tried to explain this to people before, and they politely look at me like I have an extra head sitting on my shoulder or something, or like I'm a simpleton, or I'm like the slow kid in class. It's like, it's a concept that people don't get. It's a concept that people don't even understand, like taking control for their own happiness, taking control for aspects of their life that they just feel like are random, I guess. Anyhow, that one just really hit me a lot today, and so every once in a while I like to just kind of do a video what I kind of like to categorize in my brain, like, who am I, what makes me tick, just like, for you people that watch me a lot, just kind of giving you a little insight into what I'm about and how I like to think. And that sums up, I don't know if that kind of mentality is probably maybe as big of a cornerstone as the food for me. I'm not going to say a bigger cornerstone, but it's as big of an aspect of my life as the food will ever be. You can search for you can search until they put you in the ground for more ways of eating healthier, and try to get down to the details of it. But in the end, a lot of our health, not even just our happiness, but a lot of our health is determined up here. So if you're doing, just think about this. As we're going into the end of the year, I get a little bit more introspective, and maybe you're eating perfectly and you're not a happy person. You got to ask yourself, what's all this doing for you if you're not happy, if you're miserable, if you don't have control on over your life. But anyhow, that's it for today. I just wanted to share that little thought with you. For some, maybe it's encouraging. For others, it could be depressing, because if you don't flip that switch, that's what I like to call it. I flipped that switch, and it did kind of coincide about the time, but I think I was just ready for a change anyway. It coincided. A lot of the things did happen around the same time. Me changing my lifestyle, the way I eat, stopping drinking, different mentality, different consciousness. And that started taking hold like way back, almost at the exact same time that I changed my lifestyle. So, and it's been knowing that I had control over my happiness, my well-being, my demeanor, has given me a lot of peace. And who knows, maybe it can give you some peace too. Anyhow, hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Hope you'll subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Do a couple more videos before I'm out of here on Wednesday. Peace.